Without commitment, you'll never start. But more importantly, without consistency, you'll never finish. It's not easy. If it was easy, there'd be no Kerry Washington. If it was easy, there'd be no Taraji Henson, P. Henson. If it were easy, there'd be no Michael T. Williamson, no Stephen McKinley Henderson, no Russell Hornsby. If it were easy, there'd be no Denzel Washington. So, keep working, keep striving, never give up, fall down 7 times, get up 8. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. Ease is a greater threat to progress than hardship. So, keep moving, keep growing, keep learning. See you at work.
You don't run out of time because life is short. You run out because you waste it brutally every single day without even noticing, and worse, while convincing yourself you're getting things done. Every morning, the same trap snaps shut before you've even had coffee. Phone already glued to your hand, notifications exploding like incoming rounds in a war zone you never signed up for, emails from people who don't care about your future flooding in, meetings stretched out for politics, posturing, and the illusion of importance instead of any real progress. Endless scrolling through highlight reels of lives you'll never live while your own potential quietly suffocates. Checking meaningless boxes, laundry folded, groceries bought, social media replies sent, urgent tasks ticked off that feel productive in the moment, but vanish like mist the second the sun sets. Being busy is the greatest con job the modern world has ever sold men. It feels like winning. Calendar jammed wall to wall, inbox at 0, body always rushing somewhere, notifications lighting up like fireworks. But look closer. It's just elaborate self-deception. You're burning daylight while standing perfectly still, running full speed on a treadmill that leads exactly nowhere. No one carves your name into stone for how many emails you cleared out of your inbox. No one tells legends at your funeral about the number of stories you watched, reels you liked, or feeds you refreshed 50 times a day. All that frantic activity vanishes the instant you're gone. Gone like smoke in high wind, leaving zero trace, zero legacy, zero proof you were ever here fighting for something real. History remembers only the obsessed, the ones who refused to play the game everyone else was playing, the builders who laid brick after brick in silence while the world scrolled and complained, the creators who bled ink, sweat, and years onto the page or the canvas while everyone else chased likes and validation, the fighters who stared death and doubt in the face for a cause bigger than comfort, bigger than approval, bigger than another paycheck that just keeps them comfortable enough to stay average. If you're not pouring the limited hours you have left, hours you'll never get back, into what actually matters, your craft that could change lives, your body that could carry you through decades, your family's future that depends on your decisions today, your mission that keeps you awake at night with hunger instead of boredom. You're not living. You're slowly burying yourself under layers of distractions, petty drama, comparison traps, and the warm, comfortable, deadly lie of, I'm so busy, I don't have time. There's a silent epidemic right now destroying men's potential on a massive scale. It's not laziness. Laziness at least admits the problem. It's busyness, the favorite, socially acceptable excuse of average men everywhere who want to feel important without ever becoming dangerous. That rush of fake pride when your schedule looks full to the brim, when someone asks how you're doing and you can smugly say, man, I'm slammed. It's the deadliest trap of all because it fools you completely. You feel productive, you feel essential, you feel like you're winning the day, while your real dreams, the ones that could make you proud on your deathbed, collect dust in the corner, untouched, unstarted, unlived. Most men are sprinting full throttle straight into nowhere, answering calls from people who don't care about their growth, sitting through meetings for the appearance of importance rather than any measurable outcome, reacting to every ping, every fake emergency, every group chat drama that lights up their screen like it's life or death. constant motion, zero real advancement, a lifetime of furious activity that adds up to nothing but exhaustion and regret. They confuse sweat with success, exhaustion with achievement, long hours with legacy. You can grind yourself into the ground, collapse at 3 in the morning with your eyes burning, and still wake up with nothing real to show for it. Because effort without results that actually matter is just expensive, painful noise. David Goggins said it raw and true. Motivation is garbage. Discipline is what destroys what's standing in front of you. Most chase the temporary high of looking busy, of feeling needed, of staying occupied so they don't have to face the silence and ask the real question. Winners chase the deep, burning sting of real, undeniable impact, the kind that echoes long after they're gone. And when your time finally runs out, and it will sooner than you think, no one will stand up and applaud your packed calendar or your unread emails. They will only ask one brutal, unforgiving question: what did you actually build? Stop wasting energy trying to prove people wrong. Start proving yourself right, because when your fire depends on doubters, they control when it goes out. Your life is not a courtroom waiting for a verdict. You don't need a jury, applause, permission, or belief from a single soul to start moving. Warriors didn't beg for the enemy's approval before they charged. They took the ground because it belonged to them. The only judgment that carries weight comes from the man staring back at you in the mirror at dawn. He knows when you cheated yourself. He knows when good enough was really just lazy. He can't be lied to, bullshitted, or placated. Jocko Willink cut straight through the excuses. Discipline equals freedom. Not hype, not motivation. Discipline. Every single distraction is theft in plain sight. Trading hours you could use to build an empire for a 15-second meme. Swapping real goals for gossip about strangers who don't even know your name. Exchanging your future for a dopamine hit that's already gone before your coffee gets cold. Become ruthless. Go militant on your attention. Kill notifications forever. Delete the apps or lock them behind iron timers. Refuse entry to group chats, drama, endless debates that feed nothing. Starve comparison and mindless scrolling until they die. Replace the poison with habits that compound into real power. Wake between 4 and 5 in the morning. Make the first 90 minutes sacred. No phone. Only deep work on your #1 priority. Eat the frog every day. Tackle the scariest, highest leverage task before noon while your mind is sharpest. Lock in non-negotiables no matter what. 30 to 60 minutes of hard physical movement, 10 to 20 pages of reading that sharpens your edge, quick journaling of wins and lessons so you never repeat the same mistakes. Batch all shallow work, emails, admin, small stuff, into 1 or 2 tight blocks and never let it bleed into your prime hours. Every Sunday night, do a ruthless review. What actually moved the needle this week versus what was just busy work? Cut the fluff without mercy. Shut the world out when it doesn't serve the mission. That's how dangerous men are forged. The world doesn't reward trying. It doesn't give a damn about sweat, long nights, or good intentions. It rewards impact. It rewards results. Cold, hard, inarguable results. You can pull 18-hour days, sacrifice sleep, fight through pain, but if it doesn't move the needle, it's noise. Winners don't count hours worked. They count victories. Problems crushed, targets obliterated, lives changed, ground taken. Effort without results is a participation trophy dressed up as hard work. Results are the only currency that survives. Pick one target worth bleeding for. Make it big enough to scare you, because fear is usually pointing straight at what matters most. Aim like a sniper, not a drunk swinging a shotgun. Cut the 90% of fluff without apology. Dominate the 10% that changes everything. Your time is a loaded weapon. Stop firing wildly into the darkness. Study the target. Wait for the moment. Strike once and end the fight. When it's all over, the scoreboard won't show how busy you stayed. It will show what you built, what you conquered, what you left behind that proves you were here. So stop sprinting in circles. Lock in, execute, dominate. If this woke something up inside you, prove it right now. Comment below, I do what matters. Like this if you're done playing small. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because the next truth hits harder when you're ready for it. Then close this, open your calendar, delete one distraction immediately, and go execute on the thing that actually moves your life forward. No more waiting for someday. Today is the day. Stay dangerous. Make every hour count.